What's up guys, Tech and Tyler, and today I'm going to be doing a video on a interesting mercury vapor bulb. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I posted the one video of a General Electric NEMA head that I had converted to 100 watt mercury vapor, and somebody in the comments put that they didn't believe that the fixture was mercury vapor because of the glow of the bulb, and they thought it was a metal halide ballast or a mercury vapor ballast, but with a like multi-vapor bulb or something inside of it. Because I will say these bulbs are kind of strange, and they do put off a weird color, not like a true mercury vapor sometimes will, but these are mercury vapor bulbs. They're just a little strange and different. So, and I even put in the comments telling the person who made the comment that, hey, keep a look at, I'm going to make a video on these because they are kind of interesting bulbs, but I promise these are mercury vapors. So I have a 100 watt mercury vapor ballast on the bench here, which I just realized that it's got a medium base socket, and these are mogul base bulbs, so I'm gonna have to change it out. But yeah, these bulbs are kind of interesting, and the bulb that I had in the fixture, and another reason why is because I didn't show the bulb that I put in the fixture in the video, so that might have made some people a little skeptical of what I had in there. But so what I have are these Philips Deluxe White 100 watt mercury vapor bulbs, and these are true mercury vapor bulbs. If you look inside of the bulb here, you can see the arc tube kinda right down into there, kind of where that gold area is. And so these bulbs are a bit strange, and I was kind of confused by them as well. But here's one in the package. As we can see, it's made in May of 1991, and it's the old Philips packaging, which is, pretty much the Westinghouse packaging, because, Philips bought the Westinghouse lighting division years ago, and they just kind of kept a lot of the same ideal work. So, that says safety lifeguard mercury lamp, which these are not lifeguard bulbs, or the BT ones. These are just normal shaped bulbs. I'm not too sure what the code for them are, but as we can see, it says 100 watt H38, which is 100 watt mercury vapor. And this is the bulb that's in the package here. Same exact etch as this one, same exact bulb. Look inside of here, you can see the mercury vapor arc tube in there with the gold on the bottom of it. So both of these bulbs are the exact same. This one that's in the package is brand new, and I have probably about 20 of these that I got when I got a whole bunch of other bulbs that, like how I mentioned in the video of showing the new old stock Westinghouse ones, this all came from the same person. So these all came from some sort of school or some sort of place that had all this that went out of business. But yeah, so this bulb is interesting because of the fact that, and I don't know how well we'll be able to see it, because I've actually had one of these that I had tested, and it burnt out in a fixture, and so I kind of broke it open to see how it worked, and it is kind of strange, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. But if you look right in there, you can actually see an incandescent filament right there, right above my fingernail there. Not too sure why. Excuse the dirt in the center of this. I haven't tested all these or used these much, but yeah, I don't know why they decided to put a incandescent filament right there in the bulb. It's just right up in this area. I'm kind of wondering if it was like a safety precaution in case something went wrong with the bulb, if it was to go bad or start arcing or short out, that filament would break and kind of protect the fixture. That's what I'm kind of thinking it might be there for. But these are not like, self-ballasted bulbs. These are not self-ballasted. These are strictly mercury vapor fixtures, mercury vapor bulbs to go in fixtures. So it's not a self-ballasted bulb, and I don't really want to test hooking this up, to normal 120 volts to see if it is a self-ballasted, because more than likely it might just blow out that filament. And the one that went bad on me, that's exactly what happened. That filament right there had burned out, and once that filament burns out, the bulb will no longer be able to strike an arc because the circuit is broken. And what I did when I'd broken the bulb, I'd taken the two pieces of metal and tied them together to get rid of that broken section of the filament, and the bulb worked, you know, perfectly fine. So yeah, it's a little strange that they did that. And like I said, I think it's a precautionary thing just to kind of have like a safety inside of there. But it does give the bulb a weird color because it is an incandescent filament lighting up and then the bulb, so it doesn't really give it that iconic purple pinkish color, reddish color that it starts up with. It kind of has a weird incandescent color that comes before that, and it makes it not look as strong. So let me grab the correct socket for this ballast, and then we'll be able to test it, and I'll show you this bulb working. Okay, so now I have the correct mogul size socket, and all I did was just take this and hook it into the neutral for the ballast here, and then just disconnect the wire from the medium base socket, and then just put an alligator clip on the end of the lead, and then just connected it to here. So let me put this in here, which, to show you that it's the same bulb, here's the Phillips etch that's on it. Get that kind of sitting in a decent spot. It kind of doesn't want to sit too well, so let me kind of prop it up with something. So let me cut out the light real quick, and then we'll be able to test this and cut it on. Okay, now that the light is off and we are ready, excuse the light on this side over here on the left of here. These are more shop lights lighting up that area. So, but we'll still be able to see the bulb here. So let me get this plugged in right here, right now. And yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but you see right up in this area, it's got an incandescent filament lighting up right now. Because at first, when I cut this bulb on, right, as you could maybe see, I don't know, it kind of blew out the camera a little bit there. But when it first came on, it gave a nice mercury vapor reddish color to it, like that reddish pinkish color. And then immediately after it did that, it went away because this lit up in the top of it here. And so it could be another reason they did this, like I said, of a, you know, precautionary safety measure. It could also just be to kind of help give the light, you know, some extra light to start up so it's not so dim doing it. Not too sure why. It's kind of weird. It makes it look really off the color. And that could be the reason why that person didn't really believe too much of this being a true mercury vapor bulb. And as you can see, possibly, as this is warming up, we can see more of the greenish color down here. That filament is slowly kind of starting to get a little dimmer as this is warming up. And you can kind of see it's starting to work its way, getting warm, the bulb here. I have to keep focusing the camera in because it just keeps throwing the colors off and stuff like that, especially when I put my hand in the image there. But you know, it's warming up pretty fast, pretty quickly. I would say the bulb is almost at full brightness already, which that could be another reason why they did the weird filament thing, to kind of help bring it up to full brightness a little quicker. Not too sure, but see, it keeps going out of focus there. Let me get that focus back in. And let me see if I can kind of zoom in a little bit so we can kind of let me darken this here a little bit more. So yeah, if you can see right there in the camera, you can actually see the filament right there in the center of the screen. And those little bars that are happening, it's just because of how bright the bulb is and the camera's refresh rate. But you can see right there the mercury vapor filament, the arc inside of the bulb right there. And if I go up a little higher, you can actually kind of see that color right in the top of there. That's because of that incandescent filament right in the top. So let me kind of doing all this in one shot here, just so it doesn't, you know, look all funny here. So I'm going to go handheld for a moment. If we take a really good look right in the top of there, yeah, you can exactly right there see that filament glowing right there, right to the left of the arc tube. There's a good angle of it right there. And you can see the arc tube in there glowing, you know, the greenish color, because on video, these bulbs, like to have that greenish hue color on them. So let me get this back into the tripod. But yeah, very interesting design idea, interesting bulb. I mean, it works really well. Like right now, it just looks like a normal 100-watt mercury vapor bulb. Nothing weird about it. It's just that initial cut on is what kind of does that weird thing there. But as you can see, like I showed already, arc tube right there, glowing right in the frame here. And if I can point out right there, you can kind of see the electrode of it right there in the top, and you can see the bottom right there of another electrode going on right there. So yeah, I mean, these bulbs, they work perfectly fine. It's just a very interesting, idea to put the little filament inside of there. So it would make sense why some people, and I probably already said it, but it would make sense that some people be a little skeptical on that being mercury vapor, like the one person in the comment did. So I just wanted to kind of show off this bulb and kind of show its weirdness and stuff like that, and show that these are mercury vapor bulbs, true mercury vapor bulbs. I mean, this is a 100-watt mercury vapor ballast. It doesn't have the sticker on it anymore, but this came out of another fixture that was a Regent. I think this was a Regent 80-watt fixture or something like that this ballast came out of, or some weird wattage, but it's a true 100-watt ballast. They were just pushing 80-watt bulbs higher to kind of make them seem a little energy efficient. But yeah, I mean, the bulb's at full brightness. It's been at full brightness for a while now, but yeah, overall, I mean, they're good quality bulbs. They work well. They do their job. It's quite bright for 100-watt. I mean, it kind of looks brighter than 100-watt. It looks kind of more like 175-watt, if I would say, maybe closer to that. Maybe not as bright as that, but pretty close. It'd be kind of hard to tell a little bit of a difference of it if you looked at them, in person, side by side. But yeah, I just wanted to do a video, explaining this bulb, showing this bulb off, and just talking about these, these weird Philips 100-watt mercury vapor bulbs, and to kind of, show that these are true 100-watt mercury vapor lamps. So yeah, with that, guys, until next time, keep a lookout for other videos that I'll come out with, and like, comment, share, subscribe, and until the next time, thank you.